What is up, YouTube? JDC Games here, and welcome back to an OMORI tier list. Not in exploring OMORI mysteries, but in OMORI tier list. Alright, so today's tier list comes from a comment, right? Alright, let me try to read this because it's very blurry on my screen. So it says, if you plan on doing another tier list, you should rank the somethings. Since they don't have personalities, rank them based on how interestingly their design correlates to Sunny's trauma. When I say somethings, I mean something like, you know, all the somethings, Basil, something, and everything, right? So basically, we're doing a something tier list, and it's basically going to be like, how they, it's basically going to be based on how, like, they represent Sunny's trauma, right? And yeah, that's pretty much what we're ranking them on. So, without wasting any more time, let's start the tier list. So, the first something is, well, the actual something, right here, the actual something, the original, the OG, which is obviously going to be the best representation of Sunny's trauma and guilt, right? Because, well, if you played the game, you know what something actually is, which is very messed up, and it like constantly follows him around and basically, you know, shows it's always haunting him and everything. And yeah, the guilt and everything is always haunting Sunny, and something is pretty much the best representation, especially since, you know, it represents, you know, if you know, you know, right? So anyway, I'm gonna put something in S tier, which is like, you know, S is something. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but something is S tier. It's like the best representation of something because it is something, you know, it is the OG. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So moving on to something in the dark, or it's like his fear of heights. This, what is it called? Acrophobia, right? It's his fear of heights, which, I mean, it makes perfect sense because, well, Sunny should have. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get into spoilers, all right? I'm sorry, but I have to. So Sunny pushed Murray down the stairs, right? So it's obvious that he is gonna be scared of heights because, well, that's what caused Murray's death. So he's probably gonna be like, I don't like heights because death and trauma and everything. So it makes pretty good sense that he gets scared of heights after the truth and everything, and it represents his trauma because, well, he pushed Murray, and it makes sense. So this dude, right? I'm messing up. This dude right here, right? You can't. I don't know if you can really see him, but I hope you can. But he's an S tier, alright? Because it's pretty good representation too, compared to a lot of the ones that pop up later. So that's why he gets an S tier. So now let me just go to it real quickly rather than transitioning. I'm gonna go to arachnophobia, which is, if you do not know, the fear of spiders. See, we're learning vocabulary with JDC Games here, right? You see, guys, I'm your new English teacher. Arachnophobia means fear of spiders. But anyway, look, it's this spider guy. He looks pretty cool. You know what? Let me make him bigger real quick. There you go. You can see him now. There he is. There's the spider guy. So Sunny has this intense fear of spiders, which, in terms of like the trauma and something and everything, it doesn't really make sense because I don't know if there's some deep OMORI lore that has something on this, but I'm pretty sure that spiders have nothing to do with the truth, right? The only thing I could come up with is that, see, Sunny saw a hero afraid of spiders, right? So maybe then he himself became a spider because, like, it probably means danger, and he probably learned that. And yeah, he probably learned that spiders mean danger, and he became afraid of spiders. So I'm gonna put this guy. Let me make him small again. A tier. I think A tier. Okay, no, I meant to say B tier. Of course. You see, I meant B tier, right? Definitely not because that's what I put in the script instead. But oh no, wait, I'm exposing it. Oh no, dude, I'm messing up so bad. Okay, okay. Arachnophobia is in B tier, alright? let me fix stuff because I'm messing up. Okay, now we have thalassophobia, which is a fear of like deep water or stuff, and it's represented by this thing. There's like seaweed looking thing. You can barely see it because like it's dark and the background is dark, but there it is right here. Okay, let me. There you go. Moving it fast probably doesn't help, but there it is. So I think this one also makes sense because well, in Final Duet, we saw Sunny was drowning, and then Marie came and saved him. So he's probably afraid of the water because he's afraid of drowning. And I'm not gonna lie, like, see, look, one time I was in the pool, right? Your boy was at a pool, and then I was just chilling. I was just swimming with my friends and my family, with my brother, and then I almost drowned. I was like, oh no, I need help. And okay, I pretty much almost drowned, and then I got saved, and then I got scared to go back in. So I can relate to Sunny here. So, except I didn't all like die to the point where he almost did. Like he probably like almost really nearly died. And okay, I'm just going off and I'm going way off topic. But anyway, Sunny afraid of water, and Marie saved him. And now that Marie isn't there to save him, he's probably even more scared of it. So I think it makes sense. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. And yeah, we got off track a bit there. Look, I didn't record last week, and now I'm here this week, and now I'm like, okay, I'm back, but like I gotta get back into it, right? Alright, so now we have Basil something. Here he is. He's very scary looking. Like it's huge and everything. And well, pretty much I think it represents like his guilt and, you know, like shame, because he's the one that told Sunny that they should stage it as a you know what. And yeah, and then he isolated like Sunny, and like he was separated and by himself, and that pretty much made it worse, which is why I think it's a lot bigger like this. And yeah, it's a very good representation, I think. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. Let me think about it. I'm gonna put it in S tier, right? It's like on the same level as something, except it's Basil instead. So it's like the same thing except it's Basil, right? So yeah, Basil gets an S tier. Yeah, Basil. Bagel. Hello. Okay, so now we're gonna get into like the lesser known like something. They're just like enemies in the game. They like appear and do random stuff. So yeah, they're like random. We don't really see. A lot of people probably don't even know their names. Like they're in the wiki though. So we're gonna start with Dorothy. It looks like this. It looks like I don't know why the background just turned white. But anyway, here it is. Dorothy looks like I want to say like a chihuahua, but like a very tall one or something. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. But pretty much Dorothy pops up when you first go to the train, Orange Oasis, and then you're first going there, and then it gets all dark, and then Dorothy pops up, and then you're fighting Dorothy, and Dorothy starts saying like I'm sorry and whatever. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we see from Dorothy. So I'm not gonna lie, like it just seems like it's just like a random boss fight to like represent like something like it's a smaller thing representing the actual something which is bigger, right? It's not really anything huge, at least I don't think. Unless like the fact that it's saying I'm sorry, I'm sorry, unless that means something, like maybe I'd have to look into it more, but to me it just looks like a little mini fight thing. So I'm gonna just slowly put it on the shameful rank and I'm gonna put it at D. I mean, it's not completely terrible. It's if you're in America and you pull off a D, it's not the best, but hey, you still passed, right? So good job. Alright, here we have Cindy, which I'm just like, Cindy is like pretty much the same thing as Dorothy, right? Just like randomly pops up as a fight. So like I don't really, it's pretty much like the same thing, so I don't really think it's worth going really deep into. So you're just gonna go in D tier as well. Like you guys can like hold hands, right, and be friends and everything. And like, how do I make them hold hands? Wait, look, watch this masterful photoshopping skills right here, dude. We're gonna bop and boom. That, all right, you're petting them. There you go, dude. I'm the best at Photoshop. Like if you guys need any Photoshop skills, please hire me. $100 an hour. Okay, no, but actually let's actually move on. I'm messing around a lot, but like, cause this is fun. Next is Lily. Like, okay guys, look, I need you guys to look at this with me. Look, you see this? Look, tell me that is not the ugliest thing you have ever seen. I'm sorry, but this version of something to me is disturbing. I don't know why. I don't know, something about it I just do not like. Like, look at this thing. Just look at it. Just look. What is this? Who Who made it? Who made this? But anyway, actually speaking of like its representation and stuff, so when you're like in Orange Oasis, right, and you get to the little Rain Town, right, and you turn the valve left, and then everything dies, right, and then you do some more stuff in Hikikomori route, and then you can go back in, and then when you go back in, you see these things, right? So what I'm theorizing is that pretty much it's like trying to represent Sunny's like guilt of making the wrong choice, right? Like how he did with Marie, he made the wrong choice and it ended up traumatizing everyone. So I'm guessing that maybe this represents like making the wrong choice and stuff, but I'm not really too sure. So just in case, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Like, it's not too good, not too bad, because I'm not really sure if what I'm theorizing is right. But see, if it was, I put it like in B or A tier, but since I don't know, I'm just put it in C tier for now. And yes, now we have like 4 more left. Okay, speedrun. Okay, Mercy, right? I'm not speaking French, it's the name of the thing, alright? But Mercy, so according to the wiki, right, it says, in the static void event from Black Space 2, which is the Hikikomori route, and if you didn't know, I haven't played it yet, like, I'm sorry, but anyway, in the static void event from Black Space 2, there are many glitching headspace NPCs floating around. When the screen turns dark and the distorted noise ends, the NPCs end up turning into mercies, indicating the horrific outcome of those who stay too long in the black space. Which, the way I interpret it, is that it can show Sunny repressing his, his guilt and trauma and everything. Like, that's pretty much what black space is, like Sunny representing all the trauma and guilt and stuff he doesn't want to see. So pretty much what Mercy can represent is that, like, him repressing stuff. And yeah, and it also looks like if you look at it, right, it looks like, oh no, I missed, no, don't see that. No. Okay, if you put it next to something, right, it looks like something, but if something grew arms and like a body, right? So it looks pretty cool, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but we're gonna put it in A tier because why not? Actually, maybe B tier. I'm gonna move it to B tier because again, I am just theorizing, but it's a good theory. Okay, but anyway, that is Mercy, I think. Yeah. Okay, now moving on. So Nancy, right, is this weird looking thing. Let me look. Okay, there you go. You can see it now. It's this weird looking thing, and pretty much the purpose of this thing existing, like its only purpose, is to remind Sunny of the truth, right? Like proven by like this picture that pops up, right? Well, you can't see it, but actually you can. But I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyway, Nancy pretty much exists to remind Sunny of the truth and everything, right? And the fact that it appears like, with near a tree with a tire swing, like pretty much like proves this, right? So I think that's like a pretty cool little representation trauma thing. So I'm gonna put it in B tier as well. And why not? What if I like do this? And how come this one has a white background and this one doesn't? I don't know. But I don't know. Dude, my setup is broken. But moving on to Sally. So Sally is let me bam. Wait. You can barely see. Boom. There it is. So there's Sally, right? So Sally, if you look at it closely, it looks like a budget version of something, right? So like this is like the Walmart version of something. Like what's going on with your boy? But anyway, it is looking kind of questionable. And I don't think I really have anything on it. I don't really think there's anything on it really. Okay, yeah. There is nothing. So Sally, I'm sorry. You're an absolute failure. No, we're not that harsh. But I'm putting it in D tier because it's kind of like these two, right? But it does look like something though. But I'm gonna still put it in D tier because there's not really anything on it. And now we have the final something, the absolute final thing. So, drum roll, please. Like, insert sound effect right here. Like, final dude is yes. No, not that. Yes, the one, the only little guy. Okay, look at him. First of all, I just want you to like take a good look at your boy. Like, look at him. Look at that absolute unit this guy is. But so the thing. Wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, so this guy right says, let me pull magic stuff. So it says, "Help me," right? Like, it says "help me." It just says "help me." That's it. And in like the files of the game, according to the wiki, again, according to the wiki, this is all alleged, right? So according to the wiki, in the files, it says they're called little Basils, right? And it says "help me." So it might represent Basil in like Sunny's head, I guess, like a trauma of like Basil or something. I don't know, but he could represent Basil, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna give him an S tier, right? You know why? Because look at him. Because he's an absolute beast. Like, look at him. Look at the beast of him. Look at him. He's a unit. But anyway, now I gotta zoom out all the way. This is so sad. Never mind. I don't have to zoom out all the way. I can just. There you go. So, anyway, this is the something tier list. There it is. You can see bam, everything. There's no F tiers this time, unless. No, okay, now we're not gonna put anything in F tier, but that is the something tier list I made on like basically just like seeing them and like seeing their like stuff they had that of like representation and stuff based on Sunny's the representation of Sunny's trauma rate. That's what I'm basing this tier list on. And there it is. So that is all I have in terms of the tier list. Anyway, that is it from me, your boy. And I ran out of things to say. And I'll see you guys next week. Wait, let me I'll see you guys next week.